proportioned, the new Range Rover Sport is designed to command attention wherever you take it. Its purposeful stance is enhanced by the redesigned grille, sports bonnet, and fender vents. The new design is confident, contemporary, and uniquely Range Rover. Luxurious and comfortable, the Range Rover Sport is a driver's vehicle through and through. The signature cockpit has been reimagined, every element meticulously designed and beautifully executed. From the sleek new Touch Pro Duo control panel to the flush touch-sensitive steering wheel switches. Throughout this vehicle, the finest materials are combined seamlessly with dynamic sport detailing to make it both compelling and contemporary. The new Range Rover Sport features enhanced flexible stowage solutions, including the new upper glove box, deep stowage concealed beneath the cup holders, and center console with an optional refrigerator compartment. Dynamic integrated exhausts complement the new Range Rover Sport's assertive design and further enhance the vehicle's sportier stance. The new Range Rover Sport has sleek, redesigned headlights, which now feature LED technology for improved energy efficiency and durability. The animated directional indicators further complement the distinctive contemporary design enhancements. At the rear, new LED tail lights sweep back with self-assured simplicity. The new Range Rover Sport, our most dynamic Range Rover.
Porsche's design strategy is based on two pillars. One of these is brand identity, the other is product identity. Brand identity means recognizing that the car is a Porsche. Product identity means recognizing which Porsche it is.
The new Cayenne has of course been defining the Porsche brand very successfully in the segment for over 15 years. This made it all the more important for us at the Porsche Design Studio to continue carrying this success story forward.
It all begins with a sketch. This sketch is elaborated on and thereby finds its way into the digital world. This is the beginning of something that resembles a game of ping pong. In other words, the pictures from the digital data model are revised by hand, and those changes are in turn incorporated in the digital model.
If we go through the car, starting from the front, the wings have become a little more pronounced when viewed from the front, also as regards the shape of the headlights.
Looking inside the headlight unit, you see that it is maximally modelled in 3 dimensions. The large air inlet vents, which are typical of a Porsche, are of course there for technical reasons, but they're also upgraded by very beautiful fine details such as these fins, which are functional too, of course.
The previous model already had a very dynamic roofline, in my opinion. But we've done some more work specifically on this line, as well as on the outline of the side windows.
We now have a markedly flatter roofline, which makes the vehicle sportier. We have also designed a very beautiful dynamic outline for the side windows, making it look even more like a sports car.
I always say the 3 most important aspects of automotive design are 1. The proportions, 2. The proportions, and 3. The proportions. The relative size of the wheels compared with the body is extremely important, of course. When it comes to the fine-tuning, this includes the design of the rims, which can be made to look a bit bigger. Looking from the rear, we have Porsche's typical brand identity. The cockpit is drawn inwards. We have these shoulders.
We have the ribbon with the rear lights, which is part of the brand identity.
The story behind this is simply that we introduced the ribbon to the sports car as a new element. And this design element was then consecrated and became part of the Porsche brand identity.
In purely stylistic terms, the ribbon of the rear lights help us to distribute the volume better. The car looks distinctly more lightweight.
We adopt exactly the same procedure for the interior as we do for the exterior. Brand identity and product identity.
Here again, it was an important step to move forward into the modern age. That is to say, we now have a large center screen.
The display has become distinctly larger, and it also adopts the idea of touch-sensitive surfaces. We also try to give the driver and passenger the sense of really becoming a part of this machine. One example of this is the upward-sloping center console. The fact that the instrument, as we call it, is slightly curved. That's one of the themes that keep repeating throughout all our model ranges.
It is certainly an inspiration for us, making the existing elements of the car even more typical of Porsche in the next generation.
And we've tried to make things much cleaner, to tidy things up, to produce a calmer interior in which you can concentrate, well, first of all on the road, of course, but also on the beautiful materials, the gracefulness. We also use very high-quality materials, of course. For example, in terms of the types of leather we offer, including top-class leather of club quality. Take a sport seat like this, for example, which has turned out very beautifully. A top-class seat, it looks very sportive with its pronounced shoulders and the integrated headrest, another typical Porsche feature.
And looking at the details, another aspect to be considered is the colour. It too is a piece of the mosaic that makes a car look new.
The new Range Rover Sport. Exceptional performance. Outstanding capability. Quite literally, in a class of its own. The distinctive Sports Command driving position elevates the driver, giving sweeping views of the road ahead and a sense of confidence and control. A lightweight all-aluminium architecture underpins the outstanding performance of the new Range Rover Sport. Dynamic mode automatically tunes the vehicle's performance by setting the new Range Rover Sport's throttle mapping, gearbox shift points, steering and suspension to suit a dynamic driving style. Configurable dynamics allows you to further adjust the vehicle's setup to deliver a drive tailored to your specific requirements. Air suspension delivers a sure-footed and composed drive. When cruising at a speed of 105 kilometers per hour or above, the air suspension will lower by up to 15 millimeters, reducing drag and improving efficiency. Electronic active differential with torque vectoring by braking constantly balances the distribution of the engine torque between the four wheels to deliver responsive, controlled cornering and handling, even on the tightest of bends. The new Range Rover Sport offers a choice of 8 different powertrains. Land Rover's first plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, the P400e, represents a new and exciting chapter in the marque's distinguished history. A composed and luxurious ride with Range Rover Sport capability and plug-in hybrid levels of emissions of 64 grams per kilometre. The PHEV P400e features an efficient 2-litre Ingenium petrol engine, coupled with a high-output 85 kilowatt electric motor, which deliver a combined output of 404 PS. There is also a range of engaging petrol engines, including the 2-litre Ingenium, which offers both sport and economy, the exhilarating supercharged 3-litre V6, and the incredible performance of the supercharged 5-litre V8. Or choose the smooth, progressive performance of the diesel engines, from the efficient 2-litre SD4 and the impressive 3-litre TDV6, the powerful SDV6, and the exceptional performance of the 4.4-litre twin-turbo SDV8. The cabin air ionization system uses nanotechnology to improve the air quality inside the vehicle. The system condenses moisture from the cabin air and breaks it into tiny electrically charged particles that react with air contaminants to neutralize odors, bacteria, and allergens. Shielded by water, the particles last longer and disperse further than those from conventional ionizers, making them more effective and maintaining a healthier cabin atmosphere for longer. The ingenious gesture-activated sun blind further enhances the effortless sense of comfort and well-being inside. The blind closes automatically when the vehicle is locked, returning to its previous position when the driver returns, to prevent the cabin from overheating. Peerless in all respects, this is our most capable Range Rover Sport yet. Terrain Response 2 adjusts the vehicle's configuration to match the demands of the terrain by automatically selecting from one of 5 driving modes. The driver can also select Dynamic mode, which tunes the suspension for tighter handling and sharper responses, or Eco mode, where the system promotes the most efficient driving style. The new Range Rover Sport, our most dynamic Range Rover.